Hello, everyone. I'm Rania Kalik, and this is Dispatches. We're living in a dangerous time of hyperimperialism, an imperialism on steroids, an imperialism that seeks to destroy and punish anyone who refuses to submit to the current crumbling order.
When the Russian Revolution took place, there was a serious project there. Lenin and company said, we're going to erase illiteracy, we're going to erase hunger, we're going to do all these great things. We have a project. When a ruling class loses track of its destiny, when it has no project anymore, when it simply understands itself to have the habit of rule, that we must remain in power, but with no reason to be in power, that ruling class becomes increasingly decadent. And we've seen this over history, the decadence of ruling classes will just lose the energy to do anything. But take a look at the North Atlantic governments, Mr. Biden, Trump. What's their vision for the United States, let alone for the world? They don't have a vision for the United States. Minor things, earned income tax credits. I mean, that's not a vision. What's a compelling narrative that you have? Olaf Scholz of Germany, no narrative. Rishi Sunak of the UK, no narrative. Keir Starmer, Labour Party head in the UK, no narrative of the future, no destiny, for the people who govern. Emmanuel Macron, to even consider the word destiny in the same sentence as the name Emmanuel Macron, it's pretty ridiculous, They don't have an understanding of their role in the world. And what that does is, if you don't have a project, if you don't have a compelling reason to be seeking power, you are decadent, because all that you're concerned about is the exercise of power itself. And you see this increasingly in these countries where rather than allow the conversation, and I mean the conversation, rather than allow the conversation, let's talk about what the world should look like. They want to repress the conversation. So, you started talking about people in the advanced states, in the North Atlantic states, they're feeling demoralized around the question of Israel's genocidal war. You began to talk about that. Well, let's think about that for a minute. These are, an entire new generation of people who feel completely dispirited by the fact that their ruling elites have no idea why they're even supporting Israel. They have no idea. They have no way to have the conversation. And because they don't want to have the conversation, they say, oh, you are all agents of Russia, or you're paid by the Chinese, or we're going to send the police in to smash you. Those pictures from Italy of the police, heavily armed police, they look like RoboCop, smashing high school students who are marching to end the genocide in Gaza. That, Rania, that video itself, which, traveled on Instagram and TikTok and so on, that video itself is a definition of the decadence of the ruling class. It's decadent because it has no project, merely the desire to keep ruling. And that's not enough.